Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. I have PCOS. That is why I have a beard. Oh shit! I gotta. I was going to tell you. Okay, I'm freaking out because Merge Dragons is about to end, and I haven't done anything. I have a little bit of the stuff left, and I'm not gonna be able to get any of the dragons, and I'm upset with myself because I had to go get a new charger. Because the original charger that I got, it died after 9 fucking months, which I did not realize. So my phone was dead, and I had to figure out where I could go buy a charger. Anyway, the point is, one thing about adulting that I'm starting to do is quitting this procrastination. Like all my videos that I have here, I've been uploading them to YouTube. I've been uploading them to YouTube, and I just post it on YouTube, so then that way they show up as shorts, as regular videos. And I've been doing it, or at least trying to be on just up on that thing. However, the grind is not doing so well because I downloaded a bunch of stuff from January, from January 2025. I downloaded a bunch of stuff because I was like, TikTok's going away, and I am now looking at all of my stuff and I'm trying to put everything in because I just want to make sure that I have everything that I've ever done onto YouTube, just so that way I can say, this is what I did once upon a time. And then my main thing is, I have a ton of other shit that I gotta do. I have to do, besides that, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Kaylin's stuff. Okay. Anyway, the point is, I'm getting off a track. I'm on Instagram. I'm looking on Instagram. I realize I don't have any loyalties to social media. If I have to delete it, I have to delete it. I've also been trying to go analog. I was trying to go analog in 2024. 2025, I started to make leeway with buying actual books that I like, so that way I could have them. Um, I also have some library books as well that I can go through, look at them. So I'm happy about that. I'm learning sewing again and trying to sew things. I have an iPod that I've downloaded music onto, so I can listen to that versus listening to my cell phone. And I've also made sure not to have my cell phone on me when I'm driving, meaning it's in my purse or my pocket and I don't touch it. I have noticed that when my cell phone was truly dying and I was looking at others, there were people who had their cell phone and they're driving. They're like, oh yeah. So I had a woman behind me as I was driving, and there was like 3 different lights that we stopped by. Twice she would look down, I'd move up a little, and then she'd look up, get closer to me looking down, and then she'd stop, leaving this much gap. And then once the light would go, I would go. It would take her about 3 or 4 seconds. Then she would look up, go, oh, she's not here. Then she kind of would zoom back and then keep doing it. I had a guy looked at his cell phone as he's coming towards me. Then he looks up and stops. The whole reason why I've stopped having my cell phone in my hand is because I watched a video on here where a mom showed the collision before she cut, before you could see what happened, but she showed a truck coming towards her car and hitting her car. Her poor daughter died, and she said, I don't want this to happen to other people. Please be aware. Don't drive and look at your cell phone. It can wait. So I've made that effort of just driving and not even looking at my shit. And I've noticed as I've done it, a lot more people behind me, for whatever fucking reason, are looking at their phone, and it's scaring the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish I didn't realize this, because now I'm frightened. I'm absolutely frightened because I got motherfuckers behind me who are not looking. They're just oh. And I purposely put space between me and the car in front of me because I know that if the motherfucker behind me hits me, I don't want them be the cause, and they could go sue me. No. That's what I was taught when I was a kid. No one else, I guess, knows that, but yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I'm going through my shit. I'm trying to get everything together. I am starting to reclaim who I was, because when I was 18, I was very loudly political. but I was more like activist going outside doing that. I'm now I think I'm more financial activist where I put my money where my mouth is. I'm a lot more talking to people in person. I still believe in canvassing, or canvassing actually not so much. Only because when I was canvassing in 2013, some of the places I went to, I was like, I'm scared for myself as a black queer woman. I really don't want to go to this side of Wisconsin. And we'd go and people would say things about gay marriage, because this is when we were trying to change things. Or no, it was either, I want to know, was it? No, maybe 2009. It had to be. Oh shit! Now I can't remember, but I do remember I did a speech, and it happened some way when, and I don't remember. It could have been 2005, 2006, but I definitely remember that I was canvassing my ass off and saying like, "Hey, let's make sure everything's good and make sure that we don't put in a law that gay people can't get married." No one listened. Of course, they wouldn't fucking listen. Anyway, I digress. I am trying to adult by going back to analog because I don't want to have to pay for subscriptions. I want to own my stuff. I own my iPod. The majority of the songs that I put on there, I paid money for. They were part of iTunes. Some of them were part of CDs and CDs that I had or had from before. I own them. But iTunes, for whatever reason, I have to give permission to which laptop can play, which sucks ass. And I'm just going through stuff and I'm realizing I don't want to get new things, because when I get new things, it has less of the old stuff that I want. I'm also trying to think about, do I want maps? Because I've thought about it. If shit goes sideways, can I drive across country without using my cell phone? And the answer is, unfortunately, now we can't. I have a GPS track. I have a GPS, but the GPS no longer is able to. It's no longer to be able to be plugged in and charged. Also, the fact that they've gotten rid of the smoking, the lighters. They've gotten rid of the lighters nowadays, which I'm like, why? They've gotten rid of those. So how am I able to download or really charge these old things that we had? It's just things I'm thinking about, just in case. Not saying anything will happen, but I need to know how to protect myself, and I need to pay off my credit card bills, and I need to really be fiscal when things come to. So yeah, that's an update on me that no one asked for. I'm in my underwear, and now I got 10 minutes to finish a game that I kind of started but didn't really.